New episode of Rubber Down, man. A lot's happened. What's happening, Binny? It's good.
Not much, man. How was your weekend? Get up to
Yeah,
much?
quiet. Just watch sprint cars as usual. You know me. Any racing. I'm actually a bit after the NASCARs today and shit. Yeah, I've got a bit of bone to pick about that playoff shit. Yeah, I'm over it. Like, I don't want that ever to come in sprint car racing. If it does, I will aggressively be strongly against it on social media. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. And of course, today's episode is brought to you by Eliminator Race Wings. Eliminator Race Wings are Australian manufactured with recessed rivets for extra strength.
Manufactured with 6061 T6 aluminium for lightweight and strength. Sprint car top wings, dished and flat, along with front wings.
They also have Formula 500 wings now available.
Eliminator Race Wings, available Australia-wide.
BHR Fabrications in Brisbane, Par Motorsports in Melbourne, 16 Industries in Sydney, Sprint Car Parts Australia in Perth, and Peter Radford in Tasmania. Yeah, let's dive straight into it. A lot of sprint car action over the weekend. It sucks. Williams Grove rained out for the 10,686th time this year. My mic's so far. But yeah, anyway, today at Weedsport, David Gravel, it should be changed to Weedsport David Gravel, not Weedsport Speedway. I think it was like the last 5 times, or he's won 6 times there, whatever.
Yeah.
And Cole Macedo started really strong, and he was like on odds of paying about $31 that I had a look. And the Code Man had his pineapple on DG, so he was. I was a happy man at a 250. Gamble responsibly. But in saying that, I have a newfound thing watching the Outlaws when I do have a bit of a punt. David Gravel goes out absolutely last in time trials, it felt like. And it was gut slick. Johnny Gibson was like not even hyped about it, thinking like, oh, yeah, he's out, it's gut slick, rolling the bottom at Weedsport. And I swear to God, when you've got a bit of coin on someone and you hear quick time, oh, it is a new meaning to the word quick time for a driver. So it was so cool.
It's like when you watch the dogs and you put a bet on the dogs and you're like, yes, come on, you little beauty.
It has
Pick up."
changed it, yes, of course. Like it, even like when Cole was coming, I'm like, oh, Cole, you slow down, Cole, you're looking good. Even though you want Cole to do good because it's badass. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's fun. It does entertain it. But again, just, it's not all about that. We're about reporting it. But yeah, David Gravel, yeah, it's like he's there on nights like this and everyone is down there. And that's not because the other guys are not immensely talented. They are awesome. But just the whole team right now, the DG team, man, I know he's in the limelight of the stuff from the last week and whatever, and I know you were fired up about it, but when you just get back to outlaw racing, man, it's DG show, and if anyone else wins, it is cool, but, it's not a bad thing. Drivers go for these errors, and once again, like, appreciate what you're watching. We're always going to remember David Gravel, just as dominant, awesome, and I know people say, oh, the Brad Sweet's not there, whatever, man, like, you can't think about that because it's racing. And it's just what it is. The world's changing, and it's good that there's more series, man. There's good. Like, it's positive there's more series.
Yeah, 100%. But I tell you what, I think it was the last 5 laps at Weedsport. Man, did you see how far back his wing was?
All the boys were tucking it back, man. But even
his
was
right back.
And the lead just kept getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
I think he ended up winning by 6.5 seconds or something. Like, that's half a lap. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Or just under half a lap when it's a slick, slow track. But, yeah, Buddy came on late, really good. Cole fell back, I think, to 5th. But, yeah, it was just a dominant David Gravel night. Not much else to talk about that. Houston Speedway's tonight too, and a guy got his first win. I only watched it a little bit. I'll try to get his name up, but Ryan Timms got so unlucky, yeah. He was leading, looked like he was going to win, and he got caught on the back of, like, someone's tail tank crash bar, and it was, like, dragging him. Like he was getting towed. And then it pulled that guy's crash bar off, and the guy went infield, and Ryan fell back in, Ryan Timms, and then they did the blending rule, so he went back to, like, 5th or 4th, and, Trevor Service. Again, never even heard about him, but that's awesome.
That's cool, mate.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's Trev, man. You know Trev. Come on, Trev. Yeah, but Trev Sherbus picks up his first 410 win in a sprint car, and yeah, Husitz was pretty hooked up. Tanner Holmes and Tim's racing late for third. Holmes got into third. Yeah, Selinsgrove. I'm not sure what happened there actually. I did not watch that today. But there was a lot of racing on. It was a bit of a damp weekend not having the Williamsgrove. Like with no, it was going to be a big car count. Oh, Chase Dietz, sorry. Chase Dietz won at Selinsgrove. Justin Whittle second, and Denny Dietrich in third. Brent Marks was there, come fourth. So yeah, move on. The other night, Jackson Motorplex, the madman, getting the job done. You know, he has been well there early in the year, ran a podium, I believe, in a World of Outlaws show. Led a lot of laps there. Caleb Johnson was catching a little bit in traffic, nothing like that dangered Madsen. But then just a yellow come out with about 7-8 to go, and yeah, Kerry just gone on his way. And I think some of the Aussie Diamond Bay boys are there with him, so that's cool if they still are to get that win in America with them. And you know, if they come back this year, I think Diamond Bay is going to be red hot straight away if they're already working with Kerry there, so that's cool. Knoxville was the Rico Abreu show. It's Ricoville around this time of year. This is like deja vu last year, man. He just won everything leading to the Knoxville Nationals. Watch out for the Capitani Classic coming up. Brian Brown's tried to stick it to him. Looked good. But yeah, went on her way. J-Mac did double duties in 360 because he is racing the 360 Nationals, which he won, I think, about 6-7 years ago. So in the orange Casey Kane car. So yeah, he was there in the Tarleton. 2 exact same cars, black 21. I think like a 4th in the 360s or something as well. But then, 4th in the 410. I'm not sure the 360. I was out to lunch when that bit was on. But out of Knoxville, Ian Madsen had a pretty unlucky nowhere to go. Hard wreck. Now, I have had some updates from people close to Ian. Like pretty reliable sources. So this is where he's at. It didn't look promising at all yesterday. But it looks like he has come around in great spirits now, and it's not as bad as what they said. So I'll just take a few notes from it. Ian was very positive this morning. He wants to go racing straight away, as usual. These guys do. A few X-rays, MRIs. Found a few three transit bones in his neck were hurt. But everything else around it was okay. So just a neck brace, get back into it. 6 to 8 weeks full recovery. And obviously a bit of bruising from the hand because it was a pretty gnarly crash. But all good spirits. And yeah, it's great to hear he's okay because it didn't sound good. So Ian Madsen, sounding positive, just rest up and, we'll see what happens in that situation. Ian's just got back into his racing from some other stuff, and it would suck to see if that was coming to an end. But who knows? Dino, everyone calls him Ian. He's a ripper. He's a race car driver. It's in him. He can't stop. Yeah. So hopefully he can get back in and get going again if he chooses to. So yeah, that's the Knoxville side and everything. I know Binny's got something to do tonight, so we're trying to really not rush it. There's a few big topics we want to talk about. But Knoxville Nationals 360s, man. Rico's going to run it. Reitzel was normally strong. I don't think Reitzel's in it this week, so I'm not sure if he's trying to push back for that fractured foot. I know they did name someone today that it is running it. R&R, I think that team is. R&R. Anyway, they've named someone for the 360s, I believe.
Trey Starks?
No, was it?
No.
I don't think it was Trey Starks, man.
Oh, you got that on the.
What's their team's name? What's their team name? R&R. I'll put it on that post. Let me just get that up because that's important because this is reporting and I'm rushing it. That crash was gnarly too, eh? RSR is their team name. So go and follow that team again on socials. There's a free plug. Even though. Ridge and Sons Racing. He is on it. Aaron Grateful, outpouring support. Thank you, standing there for those. RNS over the past few days, overwhelming messages, gestures have been felt deeply, sincerely. Aaron's resilience is unmatched. We're confident I'll be back in the car, and before you know it, continue thoughts and prayers mean the world from us. Okay, well, they didn't name anyone, so I'm on gibberish acid dust. But, just hearing stuff. So, what you said Trey Starks there, man. Trey Starks won a race yesterday. Again, it was a 360 race for $26,000 US. And these are 360 races, man. So this is where, like, we talk about, what do you call it? We talk about the racing here and the differences we have, and like, bro, 360 racing is nowhere near that. Some of our 410 races aren't even paying that. So, and you can see it, sponsors and really big businessmen get behind these sports, and Skagit is a perfect example. The team and people who own that. It was literally a Fred Brownfield's 360 Nationals, 26 grams, Trey Starks, man. Like, he picks and chooses. Not as big as Dietrich and Macri, but man, he's making bank. Like, he's won some big races already this year, man, with High Limit, and it's just it's one of those things. We see where our sport is, and our 360s, our 410s aren't even making that. Yeah, we got the Classic now, which is what it should be, and even more 60 grand to win. Like, and that still needs to go up if we're going to call the Classic the Knoxville Nationals of Australia, right? Like,
yeah,
it needs to be 100 plus. Like, Perth are setting the benchmark now. You got to chase that. Like,
yeah.
Because then technically everyone trying to watch our product, normally the biggest races to win are the most paying. So when they see Perth High Limit 110, well, it's like, so the Classic, what is that in your scheme?
How much is the Mildura race that they're doing?
So that'll be similar, I believe, it's 60 grand prize pool, if I'm right. So that'll be similar to the Red Hot Shootout payouts, like 20 grand to win, I believe, around that margin. Like, so they do that. They say the 60 grand prize pool, and that's what I thought Warrnambool actually did, but it was the opposite. No, it's 60 grand to win, baby. And that's what it should be, you know. Like, it was 30 or 40 to win, but yeah. Which is awesome. Warrnambool is still going through management change, and but yeah, the Flying Horses on board. Get a few poker machines and get that prize money up, I reckon, as they say. But no, Flying Horses have shown awesome support towards Warrnambool and the Classic, and just in general, man. Like, it's great. Warrnambool's so cool to be around that week, man. Like, and if anyone hasn't been, do put the Classic in your must-do, I think, because, like, when I'm there, the Classic is a vibe. Like, when you... Like, we did High Limit, right, Binny, and we're like, oh, this is it. This is the benchmark. Like, because of the 7 and that. And I get the pits, and you get all this right. And, yeah, like, Warrnambool, yeah, the pits are still the same and stuff like that. And hopefully in the future, like, you know, every pits deserves an upgrade if you don't have concrete. Yeah. Let's be real, right? Like, that's a benchmark. And the teams deserve that. You know, they pay a lot. Like, they got these beautiful transporters and stuff. But when you're in the crowd, bro, like, I make it my thing, when you know it too, we try to be in the crowd a little bit to just feel it, and we're race fans, bro. Like, I remember I was standing up there, like, watching the Classic with AG up at the top of Mount Max, man, and you're just a part of the heads doing this, and, like, you can't see a bit of grass on the hills, man. Like, that's why that Mount Max is one of the best viewing spots in all speedway racing in Australia, well, I've ever seen. Throws me back to the Parramatta days where you're up on the hill, man. Like,
yeah, I was going to say Parramatta Hill was pretty good. But
bro, that bar at the top, $5 beers, $8 bourbons, yeah. Couple more, yeah. I remember one time, bro, 50 lapper, the speed cars. 50 lapper speed cars was always one of the times where we went, yep, all right, boys, let's go. Like, there used to be like 6 of us, 5 of us, whatever. And we'd go there and just some of the best dirt track racing you ever seen too. Just because it was a speed car and midget, like, it didn't have to be a sprint car. They put on, and I still, if you go to the right track at the right time, midgets are just next level. You know, like what those guys can do with it, slam against the cush, sliding each other.
The Australian title at Parramatta, the last
Unreal.
Australian title at Parramatta, that
Unreal,
was
man.
unreal. That was one of the best. That was one of the best midget races I reckon
Unreal,
I've
man.
watched.
And
Live.
like, I feel like now we lost Parramatta. Like, there's still a lot of midget racing going on, but I don't feel. You just don't. Like the Murray Bridge Australian title was sick this year, like ripper. But the main place you see midgets and stuff now in the limelight is Perth, and it's a different kettle of beast to anything on the east, you know. So, they do have their big speed weeks and stuff. They still do that, but it's just not publicised. I feel as much. Like I don't know. So, but yeah, there's definitely a point. I still watch midget Sprintcar racing all the time, you know, on Flow and Dirt, whatever it's on. It's normally on Flow because it's USAC. So, but yeah, that's a bit of sidetrack there. I don't know where I went there, but here we are. 360 Nationals coming up this week. It's the big week, man. Knoxville is going to be on everyone's socials leading into it. High Limit literally has a break now till the 15th of August or whatever. So all the big guys going there. You even had like guys could have went to Jackson to pick up win, but no, Rico's there the day before testing. You know, like, because they're like, no, we want to win the Knoxville Nationals, man. Like, Jackson's cool, but we want Knoxville Nationals. So I think there's a big race soon. They normally have the Terry McCall's track, Oswego. Or no, I've probably said that wrong. It's not Oswego. That's Canada. I'll remember it in a minute. But yeah, they normally race for the belt there, like I always wanted to. I think Kyle Larson won last year. So that's sick. I always love that race purely because of photos of the belt, man. That's sick. Apparently it's a good party there too around that event. Apparently it's a good old have a fun American style party at the races. So that'd be sick. But yeah, so I don't know. Like Knoxville Nationals this year, what we've seen leading into it from Knoxville, like Rico's going to be there. We know Kyle Larson's going to be there. And the guy's going for what, 4 in a row now? He's led the last 150 laps or some shit. Like, ridiculous. And again, if Kyle Larson's wins, like, I don't know, people are going to be upset. I know that. They're upset when he wins all the time, but it's a feat that, again, is going to go in the history books. Remember what you're watching. Remember you're there. Like, I'll call him out if you ever listen to Pod Speed Nut. I went to the worst Knoxville Nationals ever, he says. And I'm thinking like, oh, what year was it? Rubber Down? He goes, nah, Tim Schafer won. And I was like, bro, that race, I believe he beat Donny Schatz. And he was just like, I don't know, they weren't an outlaw team then or anything, but it was Tim Schafer. I think it was like a red 83. If I remember, around the 89, but still City Outlaw. Commentators were going off because like, he was about to beat Donny Schatz and win the Knoxville Nationals. And that was one of the first ones I sort of watched. I think it was a long time ago. I'll get it. I'll be playing a reel of it now. But it was so cool to watch. And he reckons it was the worst one because he was Aussie and I went and he won. I'm like, what does that even mean, bro? Like,
I feel like that bloke will complain about anything.
Oh, he complained about anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you'd see it, you'd see it banging side job. Oh, it was a bit slow tonight. I think it could have been hooked up more or something.
He'd get the freshest hot dog at the Motorplex and he'd still complain about it.
Oh, he used a hot dog feed.
It's not right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Feed nut. He knows who he is. SB.
I tell you what, coming into the Nationals though, like you've been talking about him the last couple of weeks. Ryan Timms could be a bloke that.
I want him to make that show, man. When we had that pod with him, man.
Like imagine he makes the show and he's starting up sort of the front. Like he could really like give it to the likes of Larson and Rico, and I feel like I'm hoping Donny gets back up there around this time of year because it's been a bit.
Oh, it's a bit dire at the moment for old. I hate to say the word old Donny, but he's been around a long time and he timed good today and just not in the picture. So, but look. He's still on the greatest full time. I don't care what you say, man. Like I really don't. No one can ever try say, "Oh, by the end of his career or end of this." Like, man, if Donny Schatz come to Australia tomorrow, Pete still compete for wins and win good, probably. You know, like so. Yeah, I don't know, man. A lot has happened with that Tony Stewart team. Since they went to Ford and now they're not with.
Yeah,
what's going on there? You know?
This is what I mean. Like the changing over to Ford must be It must be a big deal with Red Bull that. Because, like, you look at every category they run in, like the supercars, they currently run Chevys for Red Bull Racing.
Yeah.
They're changing over to Ford. F1, they're changing over
Yeah,
to
but
a
he doesn't
Ford
have Red
power
Bull in his
plant.
car.
Yeah, but, like, I'm just saying, like, like the Ford deal, like, I don't
like a
know whether
package
it's any
deal.
good.
They
Yeah,
must.
I don't know whether it's,
Do they own
like,
shares in each other? And it's like, no,
I
I
have
don't
no
know. You know
idea,
what I mean?
but, like, it's just, like, everything that goes to that Ford sort of power system.
They power together.
Yeah, they just don't.
Hmm.
It never seems to work. Like, I know the
Yeah,
Ford
yeah.
Rally, like the Ford Rally side of things. Not that I'm very heavily interested in the rally,
Yeah.
but I know that that struggled for ages.
Yeah.
I know that Ford tried coming into F1 ages ago and had the same problem. So, yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
Never really been a Ford fan, but
Yeah, I don't know. My parents, uncles were as kids like watching V8s because when it actually was Ford and Holden. But
yeah,
like, yeah, I don't know. I just there's so many other big and better motors now. Like, how do you even like you had Donny Shots run them? If he
yeah,
can't get them working, like
yeah,
because he's had them for a long time. It's not like he got given them now. He had them
yeah.
like for ages. You know, Justin Peck wins some races and he's competitive. You know, so I don't know, man. It's just one of
But
those things. Sponsorship money, and man. If you get motors to use, you're gonna use them.
who was someone at Parramatta was running a Ford power, like a
I know
Ford
Kiki
engine.
Fallon still runs a Ford in his
Yeah,
360
right.
or something. I don't know. He still runs Ford in Australia. This blue
Was it?
78.
Yeah, but I swear there was someone at Parramatta. I remember seeing it on the car, and I'm like, oh, that's
Oh,
weird.
no.
Was it Mark Addard? Is it
Maybe.
Mark?
I'll try to find a
I,
photo.
s-
He came
I
into work
swear
like
I
2 months
saw.
ago. Good old Mark.
Yeah, I swear he used to run a Ford like power unit, but yeah, I could be
Anyway,
wrong.
yeah. Oh,
Uh,
I think you're right. He was. I swear we
Yeah,
talked
I'm
about
pretty
it at
sure it
work.
was.
He was Ford. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. 100%, brother. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard now, bro. It's so competitive. Like David Gravel could go out and win the Nationals tomorrow. Brad Sweet could pull it out and win the Nationals. Larson we
yeah,
know is going to be there. Rico's going to be there. I hope Reitzel comes back. He's a great at Knoxville. Like he's ran so many laps here. Kerry Madsen could pull something out and run a good top 5 or push through in.
McFadden.
J-Mac, if they get it right. So I think it's going to be probably the most... I think the drama in qualifying and heat racing, it always is. You're going to be watching where everyone goes, but I don't see anyone in the state of sprint cars. I don't see if you get, unless you're getting yellows and a few guys wreck in front of you and everything goes right, winning the Knoxville Nationals, I think it's going to be hard winning it starting out of the first 4 to 5 rows. I really do.
Yeah,
How
I'd
good the
agree.
guys at the front are now. You know, like you struggle to see guys come from deep now. Like, could you remember the last few weeks or this year, someone's come from whoop whoop to win? Maybe podium or something, but
Oh,
not.
look,
Oh, he's
Gravel had a
come from
good
16th
charge.
to win tonight.
Yeah, Gravel had a good charge at Eldora, but it was
They
like,
charge though, but getting to the lead,
yeah,
you got to have everything
yeah,
go right and using up all your tyres to get there. With the guys out
yeah,
front are setting a nice pace. So, and we seen that Donny Shots last year at Eldora, bro. Like 20th to like battle for the lead, and then you can just see the car with the last 4 laps just isn't as good because the tyres are chewed getting there compared to
yeah.
just running a cush, not sliding through, running rubber. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I just want it to be competitive. I don't want some guy to. I don't care if someone leads every lap, but as long as the guy's right there. Like, don't make an
I
error.
tell,
Knoxville's the thing. If
I,
you make an error, the guy's on you.
I tell you what, I don't like to. I don't like to. Well, I do like to stir, but
Oh, tell me
I,
about it.
I'd love to see front row for the Nationals, Gravel last,
Oh, wait.
and just see them go at it lap after lap.
I think the
Watch the
Knoxville. I
battle.
think Knoxville want that too.
Like, if that was the case, and I feel like the crowd would be pretty 50-50. You'd have your Larson fans, you'd have your Gravel fans, and man, it would just...
You're always going to have them. You literally always going to have them. Like, literally back in the day, it was you're either a Sam Swindell fan or you're a Steve Gins fan. No different. Like,
Yep.
I mean, here in Australia, we're like, yeah, it's cool to see Sammy here and Steve. But back there, it's like, nah, bull. One or the other. Slam and Sammy or the King. You were the King fan for your life or nah? Oh, not Steve Kings again. And it was no different, actually. You know, the only driver that was like that in Australia was Donny Schatz because he won a lot. You either had Aussies geared up with the Parker Store hat. I remember there was these blokes who sat in front of my nan when I used to go. They were Donny guys. And my nan was not a Donny guy. She used to go, yeah, bloody Yanks. Bloody Yanks. Bloody Yanks, my nan. That's how I got into Speedway, was my nan, really. And then they all were Donny guys, like, why the Outlaws were there. They were all Donny fans, these 5 guys. But then in normal season, they all just whatever. Because they used to, back in the day, my nan used to sit in the same spot in the grandstand, 2 rows, like 3 rows from the like corporate boxes down, left side channel of the podium. So the podium and then left side channel 3 down. Like Nan sat there, no matter what, every week. And then the guys in front of her were the same. And they had like a group and whatever. And they were huge Donny guys. Like I said, Park Store. I just remember seeing the number 15 in my face all the time sitting in the Speedway because they were all there. They used to all bring their pillows and whatever. And when I remember like when the Aussies were giving it to him, or like Brazier beat him, or Kerry Madison beat him, like Nan would cheer so hard for the Aussies, and it was really like they wouldn't go for the Aussies then. They're Aussie, but they're like, nah, Donny. It's like they're weird, you know?
I remember as a kid going to Parramatta, and it was, Donny just dominated every time. Like, every time I went. And, like, for a few years, like, we only went on, like, Boxing Night. That was, like, our family tradition to go
it was expensive still then, bro. Like, it's not like it was cheap.
Yeah. And, like, every year you went, oh, Donny Schatz won. Donny Schatz won. Donny Schatz won.
Bro, he won the 50,000, like, how many times?
Yeah.
I reckon it was, like, 8 or 9. I'm not even taking the piss.
Probably.
He won so many. The one I remember, and I literally found the clip, and I'm going to post it probably over this on a clip, was when Joey Saldana was leading in the Volcano car. Last lap, last corner. He goes too high for lap cars. And Schatz slides him to win the 50k. And I remember just being in the stands, going for Joey Saldana. Because I've wanted him to win. He's never won it. Like, I'm like, come on, Joey, you're going to beat him. Because it was always Donny Schatz, Joey Saldana. Like those two, second, first, even up. And I remember Donny just sliding through. And as a kid, blowing up. I'm like, Donny Schatz! Like, my Ned was not happy. We didn't go to the pits that night. She was straight home. Like, we didn't go. She was straight home. But yeah, that Volcano car, that's why it's so iconic. That was a good year as a kid. That was the outlook. And then Donny was in the pick and pay list. Like, that was him, you know. So, all right, let's spin that. What do we get? Could you imagine if the new Speedway in Brisbane is Parramatta, with no offence, like that? Oh, what would you do? Oh, what would you do?
That'd be cool. Or like if it was like I was actually watching like highlights of the Lunarville race.
Oh, wicked.
I wish we had a track like that.
It would be sick, eh?
That'd be so cool. But yeah, you know, the Australian government likes to make things really, really safe.
Yeah,
Sometimes
that's the thing. I don't think we'll ever see a track built like that again for safety regulations.
Yeah.
Like
unless someone takes over. Yeah, unless someone takes over like a showground where they've got that outside bit, or like a trotting track like Parramatta was. But
you could build it. Why couldn't you build it?
Yeah, you could, but I don't know. I'm not a builder, so.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, so the new Speedway, Moreton Motorsport Park. So we've heard all about it. We sort of suggested it's going to be in this area, but it's actually only 45 minutes out of Brisbane. If you type in Moreton Bay on socials, there's actually a little island. It's not going to be on the island. Relax, people.
Oh, that would have been cool.
That would have been next level, eh? It is going to be... So you got Capalaba there, Brisbane. It's like not too far.
So is it like down south or up?
Well,
Like
they
up
haven't really
north?
said, but they said Moreton, so I'm assuming it's going to be south. Like, why would you name it Moreton if it's going to be north, like Sunshine Coast? It's not going to be Sunshine Coast, mate. True.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Yeah.
looks like it's going to be like, I reckon it's going to be like either way you can fly to Brizzy or Gold Coast in a way. Doesn't matter. And it'll still
Yeah,
be similar,
yeah.
I think. Like, there's a lot of land out there, like that triangle to Brisbane from Goldie. So that's happy days, man. Like, that's sick, really. 45 minutes
that's really good.
is great. That is ripper for anyone getting a hire car, whatever, you know. So, yeah, I mean, they're literally tonight. After we finish this pod, you could always, if you didn't see it, you probably can go check it out now. Wade Oranger is doing a Facebook Live with Andrew Corbett, I believe, tonight at 8 o'clock. So that's
Yeah,
if
8
this is
o'clock.
post listening to, go and check that out. Corbett's a big, into the Speedway, and, these are people that if they're building a Speedway, guys, it's not going to be like the Sydney deal where someone's taken a Speedway from us and government's fully involved. I don't think it's going to be like that at all. It's going to be more, hey, this is our land. You can show your support now because I think they still need some government okaying to do it. But I think they've been working a lot on it. No, it's not like they're going to start building it tomorrow. They've already been working, I think on stuff and layouts maybe. So you can go on their Facebook page, Moreton Motorsport. What do I keep Motorsport? What am I, flog? Moreton Motorsport Park. Facebook, and it's a link for their support. It literally is a 1-second survey. You click it, and it goes, what's your email? And what do you do? Strongly agree. Bang. Happy days. Done. I thought it was going to be a big survey, and I was ready to do it. It literally took seconds. So you can go on my page too. I did share it yesterday. So yeah, follow the page. I think the page, when I shared it, I don't want people to say this wrong, mate. I didn't make the page grow. I just said when I shared it at this time, your flogs. So at the time I shared it, it was under 1,000. And now it's at 5,200 followers, 5,200. So a lot of people have got behind it, and that's sick. Like I said, it's not because I shared it. It's got that many numbers. Relax, people. Don't clip that shit up. So yeah, man, by the looks of it, that's great. Then we're bringing back the old maybe Easter trails in Queensland with 3 tracks, Gladstone, T-Bar, what do you call it, Moreton now. So, man, and again, I think we've got the same vibe of Gladstone going. The guy just wants to build his own speedway, and he's going to do it. And hopefully you get, the government behind it. I don't see why not. If Gladstone was a success and they're okay with it, why not add another speedway? Because you go to the government and you say, hey, we're going to have big events here. We're going to bring money to the town, the flights, accommodations in Brisbane. People will stay in Brisbane, 45 minutes, half hour, bro. And then stay in Brisbane or Goldie and have a good time. You know what I mean? So it's a great spot.
So we'll always stay in the Goldie, yeah?
Oh, Hannah. Right on the strip. There's a cheap hotel. There's a cheap one that I stayed at my C-grade footy trip. Legit, it was this pink shit building. I think everyone knows it, but literally down the bottom there's a pub. So, happy days.
I think I went to that when I was up there.
Yeah, and you can bed and breakfast there and shit. It was our footy team. We had 10 bunk beds in the room. It was sick.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was right down the strip. It was awesome. But yeah, Queensland's awesome, man. It doesn't matter what you do. Queensland's beautiful, and I think the right people are behind it. We just have to show our support. It's free, guys. This is where, as Speedway fans, and same as you, Binny, we just post and share Speedway because we love it, man. That's what got me into this. That's what, you see it, we do it now. It's a podcast, it's not like we still go full-time jobs. We're still doing this. We're not at a point where it can be full-time. So this is where now, it's easy to share on your freaking stories. It's easy to tag and place. Anyone can share anything on Facebook. It is free. That is your way to promote the sport. And hit the like button and follow, and invite your friends to it on Facebook too. Invite. So now this is where we will turn our attention to Sydney International Speedway. Binny, this one is a little bit, on your vibe. now, yeah? Like,
Yeah.
I know we were disgruntled a few weeks ago with the Wilmingtons exiting. It didn't look bright. And like I said, I am not about the politics side. That was probably me diving into it. And even after I did it, it was because I was passionate. And I went, you know what? I'm not a fan of the politics. Like, that was my dabble. I meant, nah. I'm just waiting for race cars to do this again, man.
Yeah.
More racing, less
Not a Trump
politics.
guy.
A lot of people. That was strong because the Wilmingtons gave a lot to me, man. And us. You remember that? Like, they gave us unlimited access, our first crack, and look where we are. So, I always owe them everything. Well, not everything, just the start. But, yeah, I appreciate them so much and letting us do our craft. And just like all the other speedways have this year, I appreciate them so much. Moving on to that, though, Mitch Boyner, man behind Lake Liddell Speed Bowl, has been appointed the track manager. I knew about this. Spoke with Mitch last week about it. Again, I don't post everything because it's not my point. It's not got to do with me. But no, man, I think Mitch is a guy that can put on a show. I've been to Lake Liddell Speed Bowl. I was there for their nationals. And, man, Lake Liddell isn't flash. But, man, it felt like a show still. They ran it, the people there. And you know what the vibe was, man? Even the volunteers, like Perth, like, yeah, we're fucking here today.
Yeah.
The crash crew wanted to be there. So that vibe, you can tell they want to be there, and Mitch is not. Like, Mitch is, you know, you don't just go and work for someone if they don't look after you for nothing. You know, like,
exactly.
the Flaggy was a young bloke. Then the Flaggy's dad was on the crash crew too, and he's like, yeah, man, he just loves what he does, and he's, you know, so they're these, Lake Liddell wasn't just this little micro track to me, man. It was like, I could see this place getting even bigger, you know, and Mitch is still going to grow on that. And like I said, all the details, I'm sure they're going to bring out more. Mitch said he would come on the pod. Don't know when. Definitely want you on there, Binny, for that one, because then it's you can ask some questions you want to, because we've been around Sydney. But yeah, I think he's a no bullshit guy. From what I know, I've only known him for a little bit, but you know, bringing someone you know as well. When you worked at Parramatta a little bit and doing the track, Cameron Ware, man.
Yeah.
He track created for some bloody big sprint car shows at Parramatta. So you know a bit about that and Cam's work ethic as well. So
yeah, I remember some nights leaving the track at I was leaving the track at like midnight, and they were only just getting the grader out at Parramatta to get the track graded for the next night. Like, they worked some ridiculous hours, Cam and the boys that worked there at Parramatta. And yeah, he knows his shit. I remember listening to him walk into the office some days, and just telling the people in the office, like, this is what we need to do. And they're like, nah, it's not going to rain. And he's like, it's going to rain. He goes, I know it's going to rain. He knows his stuff, and he...
you're talking about, like, packing down the track to save it.
Packing,
all that knowledge of a track creator. Yeah, sick.
Yeah, create. Yeah, so... Yeah, it'll be good to have him on board and have someone... Yeah, getting Sydney going again, and it's good to hear that we've finally got news, and it's a little bit more hope for people to get racing at Sydney.
Exactly.
I think that's all. I think that's all that people online or keyboard warriors needed to see. It was a little bit of hope.
Yep, that's it, man.
So
just hearing
it's gonna be
from them. There's no good us posting stuff. Because it's like, oh, Code Man, yep. Go Binny posting. From the horse's mouth. This is a post from Sydney. This is Sydney. You heard this. Oh, did you see Sydney's Facebook page? Did you hear Sydney's Instagram? Like, they need to be vocal, and they're starting to. Even with the post leading to this. They could have just announced Mitch today, and we all went, what the shit? What the? But they've sort of been going, hey. Yes, we don't know anything from a bar of soap in meaning dates. We don't know divisions. We don't know how many they're going to run. But you can see they've done stuff. Like, Mitch and Cam just didn't show up today and take a fucking photo. Sorry for the language.
Yeah.
But,
No.
so, so yeah, there's a lot that's gone into Mitch taking this as well. He hasn't just took it. He's done a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, and that's why it was delayed a bit, because he wasn't sure if he wanted to take it on. That's what I've heard from him. So, again, I'm going to be back there when racing's on to see what's going on, and
100%.
I just can't. It's such an important puzzle in the scheme of the national sport, mate. Like we said, there is hope now, maybe, Binny. That Sprintcar Power Tour, if they get their shit together, Sydney's on that date, man. There's hope. And if that's, say they wait and it's like night 2 or 3 because they've only tried to fit dates in, who gives a shit? If it's a show, we're all going to walk away from Sydney and go, that was a show, man.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Exactly.
Sydney, when there wasn't the Dust Bowl and the drivers blowing up about tyres, we didn't hear about the people who have the lease. We didn't hear all these people need to be out this crap. Because what was on track was a great product. And you can build from that. So, and like I said, last year with the people and everyone involved in Sydney, it was just unfortunate that the bad nights overshadowed the good stuff they did. Everything wasn't doom and gloom at Sydney. We had some of the best racing there. Even me and you'd go, fuck, it's on tonight, hey. Like, it's on tonight. The track's awesome. The drivers would get out and go, ripping the lip slide jobs. Or you would get the night's tyres, rocks hit me, it hurts.
Yeah.
Like, there was no in between, I felt. So that's where it was just a shame that the bad nights were bad. Like, it wasn't like haven't had a bad night in 8 weeks. Oh, that one wasn't as great. But it'll be good next week. Or, so, and that was Sydney. And we knew that with filming and all that stuff we did. Wow, what has she done to that carpet? Morgs. Don't get me wrong, this is it's a bits of room at the moment. I might be sacked out of it for Soph. Yeah, man, it's like you said, you're hearing it from them, and they need to do that. If they're doing work on the track, do a nice simple photo of, hey, in the tractor today. I know it sounds like nothing, but it's to us sitting here, they're working. They're doing stuff.
Yeah.
They want, it's so little, So, I'm keen, and it's not going to be a fast start. We know that. They're still having meetings with drivers and teams and working out how much the prize money is going to be. It's run like no other speedway in the country because of the other politics side. So, and again, we talk about all the other shit you hear. I'm not going to mention all that because, again, if we get a good product and we go racing, we will slowly forget about that if the product's good and the drivers and teams are being looked after for showing up. Okay, it's two things. We need drivers to put on a show, which brings the crowd, and we also need the drivers to be looked after with a great track and looked after in the pits with all the scheduling and that. And that brings them there. Happy days. And also prize money eventually. It builds up. You can't just have 10 grand show tomorrow at Sydney. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's all I want to really touch on that. So it's just, let's just see what happens. Same thing.
Yeah.
Tell your friends, Sydney's still going. They're trying. They're doing stuff. So we need it to work, guys. You as a race fan, I look at it. We need Sydney to work for a national series eventually. It needs to be alive. So,
exactly.
And that's not us. Obviously, they're going to do their best to get it going, but...
Talking about series.
Yeah.
Maddington Toyota going to Geraldton.
Good
this morning.
throwdown, Binny. How sick is that?
That is really cool. And I think, obviously, we worked close with Cal last year at High Limits.
He was pretty vocal and pumped about it. He wanted it to go there, so I reckon he had a bit to do with that.
He's definitely going to be a guy to beat there, and he's going to want to win that one.
Yeah.
I read that this morning.
Jet. I think Chris calls it. So
yeah, that's going to be wicked going there for them. And I love how obviously we know where their team shop is, and he's like, it's going to be an easy drive. Well, it's an easy drive for him, not for the team. They've
Yeah, the truck's still got to go whoop whoop. So yeah, the truck doesn't live in Kalgoorlie. No, where is it? Not Kalgoorlie. They're going to Geraldton.
Geraldton.
Yeah, it would be cool if they go to Kalgoorlie. Maybe. I think they did say it's on the cards. Maybe.
Yeah.
Albany looks sick. I'm really keen for Albany. Now I knew they
That's
did
the
have...
one right down the very bottom.
Yeah, apparently it's awesome town,
Yeah.
beachy. And Kalgoorlie as well, if they do go there. Maybe they don't go there this year, but I think that's another spot. That's like inland, bro. That's like Red Desert Way.
Yeah,
Kalgoorlie
right.
in. So that's a different... These tracks, everyone can say they're not the Plex, but they're still a different product than what we get east. Like,
Yeah,
Albany's
exactly.
different. Geraldton's different. Ellenbrook's different. Bunbury's different. Like, it's still... Now you can still see why these Perth teams want East Coast racing more. Because they're like, well, we just can't get it. Like, it's so unique and different and big and long. It's like, I would say it's more close to America in lengths and shapes over there. And the tracks aren't as, like over there, it's just, yeah, but, fence is good enough. Like, it's good. It passed the mark. I haven't been to all the tracks, but...
Remember when we were at...
Bunbury, was it?
I don't think you...
Was it the Bunbury
Bunbury
fence? Was this hockey strap shit?
You walked over to turn 3 and it was just a piece of sheet metal just like put up over it. And I was like, yeah, right, I don't feel safe standing here.
Yeah, but that's what they do. I remember recently at T-Bar, bro, when Sayer in like... it was like a B-dash or something. Like, they had a system there. Tore the fence down. Like, destroyed. And I was like, oh, this is going to be ages. He tore a car up that bad. They took that long to fix the fence and just strapped her up. And I was like I did the Happy Gilmore guy. Right? And then he had time to fix a brand new car out and still finish the race because it was classed as open red.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, you know what I mean? Like, I was dirty because I'm like, it's a red flag, but then they deemed it an open red, so you're allowed to work on your car. So,
yeah,
that was tricky. But yeah,
Talking
man, that's a bit of a quick show today. 40 under an hour, but we've got the NASCAR update. Bubba Watson got a win today. That's my pick. You don't need to win one race to keep your NASCAR ride each year. Boo. Get me out of here. Not a fan of it. I'm sorry. Kyle Larson's taking the piss now, relaxing. He's not pushing. He's just waiting for playoffs.
Well, there's something else I want to bring up.
Oh, Daddy Binny, angry?
You
angry, Daddy Binny?
You spoke about red flags. Last night, the
You're a
F1
red flag.
was delayed
What?
by an hour 20 due to wet weather. I'll agree it was wet enough for it to be red flagged and a delayed start. Mind you, what did the FIA do? They made the drivers wait an hour 20 it took for them to get back out on track, and they gave them 2 laps behind the safety car. By the 2 laps behind the safety car, it was intermediate tyres they had on the cars, and those intermediate tyres were pretty much worn by then.
Just roll it around.
We've got this wet tyre that they've designed for them to go out and race in the wet. I get that sometimes it is too wet, aquaplaning, all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
But if they're not going to use the wet tyres, don't have them. Don't
agreed.
run in the
Agreed.
rain.
Agreed.
Do it like NASCAR. Do it that it's only dry weather. Even NASCAR's figured out now that they've got to start using a wet tyre, and they're starting to look into that.
Yeah.
But like Max Verstappen was very vocal about it last night. I know that a lot of other drivers were vocal about. They thought it was stupid that they went out there. It was a rolling start. They started behind the safety car. There was no standing start. Like, yeah, if you're gonna have a sport that's got a wet tyre, make them run in the wet. Like that. And
I agree.
As the driver
I
said,
agree, man.
like,
I agree.
by,
I'm not
by
even a big
lap
F1
10
fan, but that just to me sounds silly.
Yeah, by like lap 10, they would have been off the wet tyres, and the track probably would have been fully dry.
Yep.
And they would have been hunting all over the track trying to get all the like wet lines cleared up.
Yeah.
Oscar Piastri won the Spa Grand Prix last night. Lando in second, so the 2 championship sort of contenders up in the first and second spot. Charles Leclerc, first podium since Canada, getting 3rd place there. my boy Max back in fourth. Mind you, did get a sprint race win on the Saturday.
I know. I've seen you post all about it. Oh,
Because,
because
Spa is one of those tracks that you don't want to start first at. You want to start second or third, because that draft going up through Eau Rouge and then down the Camel Straight is just a lot. And you can't really hold anyone back when they've got that sort of a draft on you. But yeah, nothing really interesting last night in terms of F1. It was just a delayed start and then a pretty standard race. I think every car finished, which is
rare.
not the first time this year, but I think it's multiple times that they've done that this year now. So and now off to Hungary next week.
Hungry, eh?
Yeah.
A bit of hungry.
Which is generally always an exciting race, whether it's cars diving into the pit lane and only one car starting on the grid, or crashes or red flags. It's always pretty interesting.
Yeah, gangster, bro. Bloody oath. That's awesome. No. F1, Oscar, we just got to keep cheering that bugger on to get the championship. It's awesome. I would say F1's more relevant than supercars at the moment. Let's be real. I know nothing about supercars, but I know more about F1. Not just from you, but it's easy. The socials are great, and it's just simple.
Yeah.
I think they structure their series well, where you can just literally go on the page and understand the points and team points versus driver points, and it's like, oh yeah, that's the team winning. Cool. With supercars, like I don't know, it's like now the playoff thing has changed it. They're not. I don't feel like they're very vocal on their series points and championships, and they just say it's just another race, I know sprint cars are like that now. I've no series, but I do feel like it's maybe because it's my socials, but I do feel like the sprint car's done right. Like when promoted, you get it. What's going on?
I'd love to say like the Maddington Toyota Series points, very similar to the way Formula One does things.
They could. Yeah.
Like, I know it's a difficult process doing all the points and stuff like that,
Yeah,
but
it's
if
a lot
it could
more
be something
manpower,
that...
as if they don't have someone full-time. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but like if they could get it where like 2 minutes after the race, bang, the points were up for the Maddington Toyota Series, it would be so good. Just to, like, in terms of a fan, trying to keep a track of who's winning, who's not.
Well, if a guy takes a championship lead, it's like, you could interview him after. Hey man, you just took championship lead running fifth tonight because of such and such. How do you feel? Yeah, I get you.
And that's one good thing that Supercars does, is generally they always have like that championship leader sign that stands.
Yeah, but what does that mean now? Do they still do that?
Yeah, they still do it because it's still their regular season championship.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And
like the minor premiership, they run a minor premiership.
Yeah,
okay,
it's basically going to be like that. Whereas I don't think NASCAR's regular season champion gets anything or anything special like that.
I don't know. What the hell did you know? I didn't look into it. I was not focused on NASCAR at all on socials when I had time today. What was that thing where Ty Gibbs and someone raced for $1 million? It was 1v1 or something. Like, what was that about?
Yeah, so it's they do a similar thing in the Xfinity series.
Yeah.
They do like Dash for Cash, and it's basically like.
But why those two? Why did they get picked?
Because it was a series of knockout tournaments. So if you finished ahead of the guy you were versing in your knockout tournament, you won an event.
It's an in-season thing, and Ty Gibbs won all that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So. Yeah, and Van Gisbergen actually had a top 20 finish today, which I know he's not an Aussie, but he's a Kiwi that's
he's
doing a pretty good
still
job.
our down under guy.
Yeah, and he managed to get that car that looked like it was a handful in the top 20, which is good.
Yeah, for sure.
Not easy in that field of some of the names that are in it, like Danny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson. Like they're not guys you want to be.
Joey Logano, Christopher Bell.
Yeah.
I seen something today, and maybe this is a thing we can do each week on the pod, a segment of what the F moment on socials. I seen today a guy at work said, "Did you ever remember Dick Trickle smoking in a NASCAR?" And I said, "Excuse me?" He goes, "Yeah. There's an actual full video, mid-race or on roll-around lap. Back in the days of NASCARs, they still had cigarette lighters in their car, you could. He is smoking in his NASCAR. He literally had the clip starts like this. A dart in his mouth, and he gets the old car cigarette lighter, and he's puffing. I thought it was the most coolest thing in the world. No, don't smoke, kids. But, I mean, what a world that must have been to live in.
Mate,
Can you imagine that? It would have been like, yeah, that's fucking cool.
you think about the modern day. Like, imagine you're rolling around on your caution laps and just one of these pops out in your car. They just have a little bungee cord that pops it down, just a little puff.
A bit of
Off
scooter
you
in the
go.
lap. Get ready to tip in down the back straight. Be like, yeah, can
Helmet
you...
come with the little cup thing?
Yeah, change my tyres, fuel, and new pack of cigarettes, please. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Winfield Blue, good sponsor. That's the one. Maybe he tried to get a sponsor out of him. I don't know. Maybe he was trying to go for like a cigarette sponsor or something. Not a bad
Marlboro
flex.
or something.
Yeah. Not a bad flex at all, but yeah. Or maybe if you're listening to the pods and you get some weird clips, like racing related or something, send it through. Because that's cool. Right,
I was
Binny.
going to say, I don't have a racing one for this week, but I saw a rabbit at Kmart Blacktown last night, and it was like a full trained rabbit just standing out the front waiting for its owner to come out.
No, it wasn't. Like with a lead? No lead.
No, I'm dead serious. Like, my friend Maisie was with me. We both saw it, and we both looked at it, and we're like, no way, that's a rabbit just sitting there waiting for us to...
Yeah, okay, but did you see the person coming and the rabbit follow him?
Yeah.
No way.
Dead
Really?
set. Yeah.
That's wild. That's scary.
I thought I was going
There
crazy
are some
seeing this
animals
rabbit.
like that, eh? Like, I remember when we took the kids to the zoo, the reptile park, this guy had
You
like a
jumped
pet
in the monkey
alligator.
enclosure?
No, you flog. There was
Oh.
they had this alligator or crocodile show, and this guy was like, yeah, this is Rosie, blah, blah, blah. And he like would swing it, wrestle it, cuddle it, and then the alligator or crocodile was walking to the fans, and he said like 3 words like, yeah, sit Rosie, or time to lay down Rosie, and the thing just sat like a dog and then just lay down. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, and you know it was on command. Like, you can't bullshit that or get lucky.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and that's where my dad, I used to call him mental with my turtle. He used to yell at the turtle, get back here, get back here, get back here. And he called his name. And sometimes the turtle would come back. And I just, take. And now I'm the dickhead that does it because now I have the turtle. Go on, mate. He doesn't listen to me, but maybe. Anyway, I might just have to go, squirt up, squirt up, squirt up, squirt up, squirt up, squirt up. I don't know.
Pika, Pikachu!
I didn't know about that far. You turned into a little elf. If you come do that at my house, I'll see an Asian girl in the backyard. Is that in my backyard? Pika, Pika, Pikachu. And then you'll be like, nah, it's Bobby's mom. It's Bobby's mom. Go to jail. Long time. Love you. Oh, shit. Oh. It's Bobby's mom. What a pod. That's a good pod. If you don't want anything racing, just best friends. That's what's called. Yeah, I loved it. That was in the new Happy Gilmore. It was the Ranger and the Asian dude. That was so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Binny, any thoughts going into this week? To finish off, who wins the Ironman 55? That's next on the Outlaws Tour. Ironman 55! Who wins it?
I'm going to go to Carson Macedo.
Ooh. Not bad shout there. At all. Not a bad shout. It's going to be a ripper field. It's always a big field. Guys who always go there are like Sheldon Hunshield. He's due. Kyle Larson, always badass there. J-Mac's really good there. Cole, I reckon, would be pretty good. I haven't really seen him run there, but yeah, it's normally the Carson Macedo. It's normally the Kyle Larson, J-Mac, or Buddy Kofoid show there with Sheldon if he's on, because Sheldon like set a record there for like win like nearly lapping the whole field at one point, one Ironman. So
Yeah, right.
but yeah, so it's Ironman 55, I-55 is a bit more close to home. We've got the Tolma, similar, and but I need you to try and get to Tolma with you this year. What a place! You will lose your marbles. Oh my god.
Look, I was losing my marbles just seeing your videos of the back straight that time you went.
Just the place, like you literally, nothing like us. Like, you've been to the Plex, oh, it's big. But this thing is just big in its own way, and it feels like, oh, they're going to run on that? Like that, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to drive on that? And then at the early in the night, they're like, how are they going to get up to the fence? And then you just see Newton pounding that son of a bitch. And McFadden pounding it. I mean, coming at you down the back straight. You can see him turn right to hit it. And you're like, oh. And they're like, it's like, you know, running the bottom, obviously. But it looks like they're losing ground. Because they're so far up and high and coming back down. They're side by side on the straight. And they're separate. They're side by side. Honestly. Tolma, when they get all the grandstand in, I guarantee you that'll be a huge, awesome Australian sprint car title, and I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
That'll
It'll be good.
mega. And it's so good for the town of Bordentown. I can just see all the hotels and, you know, a place like this, if they're going to have regular big events like this, you never know, that could build like a little hotel there to accommodate and the town, you know, because there's no, like, I don't even think there might be a Macca's in there, but there's not much there, like in the town of Bordentown. It's a very cool little town, and, like, the locals will, you know, make a good cash from it, and it's awesome, so, yeah.
I need a good McDonald's near a track.
Why Macca's? KFC? Oh,
well, GYG.
Talking about some
GYG.
Oh, GYG got us through Perth. That was, bro, I would love to. I reckon our GYG bill was easily $400.
Ah, yeah.
It was, eh?
I could tally it up.
You could probably tally up our high limit. What about, though, we're getting off track here, just to finish the pod, what about that KFC on the way to Bunbury?
Oh, that was fresh as. That was some good KFC.
I want some wicked wings now. I haven't had dinner yet. Alrighty, Binny, you go. You get your shit done. You're going out tonight. Whatever you're doing. Appreciate you, my guy. Shorter pod, pumping through. I'm trying to get the James Inglis one out later in the week, guys. It's a real good chat. Not just about sprint cars and everything, but mental health, eh? Like, honestly, yeah, it rocked me a bit, meaning just you can, you know, sometimes you can relate to certain things, and sometimes, you know, when someone's honest and real and you're like, you know, sometimes you can say, oh, I felt that a little bit, or I've been in that spot. So it's a really good listen, and James is so honest, and it takes a lot of balls and guts to even speak about it. It's a hard thing, men speaking of mental health, and the podcast's not focused on that. It's part of it. There's a lot of great stuff about, you know, his first wins, racing with Diamond Bray, now racing his own car, how his journey from, like, even his dad knew nothing about Speedway and just bought a bloody sprint car because his mate's like Formula 500s. Literally dirt go-karts, and his mate had Formula 500s. All of a sudden he's like, no, well, his dad's like, well, then go buy full 10. Like, aren't they the best? And all of a sudden they had to learn how to run full 10, and they had no idea at practice nights and stuff. So it's a really cool story on that. But yeah, again, thanks to our partners. Sorry, not our partners, not our own pod name. Eliminator Race Wings, strongest and best wings in the country. Get around them. Suppliers around the country. And also the AFB Lounge boys had a great first night iRacing series the other day. It looked fun, and this Saturday night, if you want to join up at 6 p.m. start, hot laps, iRacing, and all you need to do is join the Discord lounge. It's free to join. All right, guys? So head there. Appreciate you, Binny. You're the man. Appreciate everyone listening. We are growing our pages crazy. Facebook's on the verge of hitting 1,500 followers. We only just hit 1,000. We are flying, brother.
Bloody hell.
We're getting some American viewers now saying, yeah, like listening to you Aussies, which is hard to believe that because we just dribble shit. But no, there we go. Yeah. Well, it's good shit, bro. So appreciate you.
That is my good mate.
Yeah, Cal Norton. Cal Norton Jr., the driver. And shout out to Tyrone. He had to look after his partner tonight, so he's there. But he's been a good addition, and hopefully we can get AG on here soon. Have all the boys having a yarn.
Yeah.
Hopefully AG. I think AG's around the Knoxville Nationals time, so I'd love to hear his spin on Knoxville and his Wildcatness. So we'll see how all that goes. Anyway, all right, man. Peace out, everyone. Yeah,
he's
sorry?
a passionate Mildura resident as well,
He
so
is.
he'll be passionate about their event.
Yeah, I
So,
can't wait to hear his side on that because he's been the Timmins and he's big there, so that's sick, man. There's some big
Yeah.
shows coming up. All right, that's it for today. Cheers. Yo.